What are the mind you boys coming through once again? And on today's video, we're going to talk about an incident that took place at Salinas State Prison in California. You already know, man. Cali beat poppin'. For those who don't know, man, Salinas, level 4s, A through C, right? A through D, I mean. And always been popping. Always. It's known for that. And one of the main reasons, because they used to have the Bulldogs right there. I don't know if they still have them. I'm gonna assume they still do, right? But that was basically their level 4s. They had Northerners, Southsiders, and they used to crack. Every time they used to crack, they'll let a certain race out. They could get off on each other, come back. Or not even of different race, because at the end of the day, we're the same race, just different ideologies. And it used to be a place of a lot of angry people, right? There's a lot of aggression. But this place, it happened again. When we're at CO, got, how will you say it? An inmate got off on the CO, right? And I could have sworn I already made a story about this. And where somebody from Salinas got off on a CO. And let's not forget, man, we have seen that there's around maybe 100 assaults, batteries on COs in the state of California when it comes down to the state prison, right? And that's not a small number. That's a lot of incidents that take place between 100 to 200. I think that's what it is, right? Which just basically 100, that's way too many. But let's just be realistic about this. A lot of those things are pencil whoop, right? Do I believe that now all of a sudden all this violence is popping up? No, man, I do not believe that, man. I know that this thing's been going on for years before the whole thing of the new change of the CDCR system, and where now they want to rehabilitate inmates. They want to treat them like human beings. They want to give them the resources to pursue their healing and stuff like that, you know. And a lot of people are against it, you know. Understandable. Who wants change? Nobody wants change. We are accustomed to the same routine over and over and over again. Nobody wants to change nothing, because it was nice how it was before. If something happened and a CO can do whatever they want, and it was not being questioned no more, you know. Now a lot of things are being questioned. They want you to do certain things by a certain way. Now you don't even know who's on the left side or on the right side with that different idea, who has adopted that new ideology of CDCR, of treating inmates as human beings. And I think now that this is happening, a lot of people are complaining about this. And I'm talking about CEOs, which they're entitled. They're entitled to a complaint. You know, they're used to a type of work. You go to my work spot, right? To my workplace, and you tell me, hey, man, from now on, you're going to start doing these things like this. And I'm like, hold on, what? You're the new guy. How are you going to come over here and tell me how should I do my job when you never had no experience on the floors, you know? Like, how are you going to tell me what to do? And I do understand CEOs, their point of view and how they feel, right? But at the end of the day, man, it's a new model. They're offering something to inmate that if he wants to heal, they're offering that individual the tools, man, to go ahead and help himself, right? Which before it was a whole different ball game, right? So, like I was saying, Salinas Valley's another attack against the CEO. And man, we'll see what happens, man. We usually don't see this a lot on the CDCR website, but we know that it happens, right? We know that it happens, and we have to keep it 100, right? We have to keep it G. We have to say what we see on the CDCR website. Why not? And speak about it and what we think about this, because I'll be biased. You know what I mean? I'll be just biased if I start talking only about the inmates who became unalive. Now we have to address all issues, you know. We have to be for the people, for the gente out there that want to get some really good information on the situation of CDCR, and it comes with the CEOs and the inmates, right? Whatever happens to those guys. Well, apparently on March 18, 2025, around 8:48 in the morning, early in the morning, right? Maybe the guy's going to school. They open his door, whatever. They saw inmate Anthony Ramirez retrieve a weapon out of his waistband, right? And he continued to attack a SEAL, an officer, man. Can you imagine just being an officer, man? They do have a difficult job, man. I'm not gonna lie, they do have a difficult job. And sometimes those attacks, they're not unprovoked. You know, they're unprovoked. I'm just gonna put it that way. But sometimes they're not. And we're gonna be real with it, right? So imagine you're at work and all of a sudden this inmate supposed to go to school, whatever, regular day. Everything is a routine in prison, right? Same people get out at the same time. They do the same shenanigans. You know what I mean? They probably go to a different cell, talk to his buddies or whatever, and they go out the building, right? So you are a CEO working in that building. You've seen how the program is running. And all of a sudden, let's not forget that right now level 4s are on. People are saying it's a lockdown, but I think they're a modified program. I mean, meaning they don't have no day room, they do not have no yard, but they do have like possibly school. They do have possibly groups and stuff like that. They do have possibly visits. It depends, right? It depends. But apparently this guy got popped open. And maybe, just maybe, let's just say that he was not going to school. Maybe he was getting breakfast around the time. Because usually if they keep you on lockdown, let's say if it was on lockdown, they're just going to pop your door. If they want to be lazy about it, just pop your door. Come in and pick up your tray. So they saw that inmate coming out with the motherfucking strap right off his waist. And attack that CEO, man. That's the most scariest moments that somebody can go through, man. Imagine. that's scary, man. That's scary. At that moment, I'm pretty sure everything just flashed in front of you, right? Like, man, my family, my life, my job, my kids. Very scary, man. Very scary. And we wish nothing but the best to that CEO. Hopefully he gets better. And you know what? I'm against all of that stuff, man. I'm not into the violence against CEOs, man. But also I'm against CEOs acting out and doing some crazy stuff. Because there's a lot of CEOs who do that. 100%, man. We're not going to lie right here for nobody, right? We're just going to speak it how it is, right? And if you want me to speak facts, if you think I'm wrong, man, show me the facts. Show me the facts, and we will put it on a video, man. Simple as that. You know, if not, I just gonna speak of what I know of the system and how it is, man, according to me. So yeah, we see this guy getting out from the CEO. Eventually, they say that they handle the situation. They unarm the inmate, right? Of course, the medical, nobody has any serious wounds, so thankfully the CEO was saved. He didn't suffer no puncture wound, but still, that scene, that moment cannot be taken away from his mind, right? He almost, he got lucky, but he could have, lost his life, right? But the funny thing about this, right? They put on the report. He was able to, we were able to retrieve the knife from the inmates and nobody had any serious injuries, right? We know how CDCR works, man. You make a move on a CO, they're going to give you the business. Of course, now if they have cameras, maybe not. Maybe not. And maybe that's why a lot of people are mad. You know, they cannot relieve their frustration, right? That, I do agree 100%, man. Sometimes You get so frustrated of individuals that keep acting the same way over and over and over again that you get tired, man. You get tired, and I do understand the point of view of a CEO. But do I agree with it? No, I do not agree with it. But I can understand it, right? It's not an excuse, but we have to understand we are human beings. Nobody's perfect, and we have triggers. We have triggers, man. So eventually, the guy got sent to AdSec. Of course, he didn't injure the CEO. Pretty sure his vest helped him. Usually, when you do a pegada, they do a hit on a CEO. They go for the neck. They go for the neck. There's nothing protecting the neck, right? And I mean, man, we are glad that nothing happened. And I mean, yes, another day at CDCR, right? California State Prison. Yes, I'm telling you, this place are violent. I know there's different individuals talking about different types of prisons throughout the states, but nothing can compare to California. Dispensa, that's how it is, and it's a whole different monster. You know, thankfully the CEO was unharmed, and we wish nothing but the best to this individual. So to the next video, highly appreciate for your time, highly appreciate for your support, and don't forget, man, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, man, hit the subscribe, por favor. Just hit the subscribe, man. It doesn't hurt. Also, hit the like on the video. I highly appreciate it. To the next video, man. Muchas gracias. Have a good one.